There is a law in the spirit world that is stronger than any law in the Constitution. It says, "Do not take what belongs to the dead, for their hands are cold, but their grip is iron." This is Ikoyi Cemetery. Heavy rain is falling. A fresh grave is open. Standing next to it is Uncle Tunde. He is wearing a white agbada that costs more than a year's salary. In his hand, he clutches a red folder, the COO, the land documents. He smiles at the coffin. He kicks a little dirt onto it. "It is all mine now, brother," he whispers. But the dead man disagrees. Suddenly, the dirt in the grave began to churn. A hand burst out of the wet earth. But look closely. It is not a hand of flesh and blood. It is a skeletal hand, wrapped in legal papers. It grabs Uncle Tunde's ankle, and the ground beneath him opens up. Not a sinkhole, but a hungry mouth. How did a man end up being swallowed by the earth at his own brother's funeral? To find the truth, we must go back 30 days to the moment the heart monitor flatlined. Big Joe was a titan. He built a logistics empire in Lagos from nothing. He had the mansion in Ikeja GRA, the cars, the respect. But his greatest asset was his wife, Nneka. Nneka wasn't just a trophy wife, she was the backbone. When Joe was broke, Nneka sold her jewelry to buy his first truck. They built the empire together. But looking in the shadows was Uncle Tunde, Joe's younger brother. Tunde was 45 years old, but he still lived like a teenager. He had no job, he had no business. His only career was being Big Joe's brother. He waited, he watched, and he prayed for the day the king would fall. That day came on a Tuesday. A sudden heart attack. Big Joe was gone before he hit the floor. Nneka was devastated. She lost her best friend. But while Nneka was crying at the hospital, Tunde was already at the mansion. He wasn't crying, he was looking for the safe. The tradition says a brother should protect the widow, but Tunde twisted the tradition. 3 days after the death, Tunde arrived with a truckload of village elders. He walked into the living room where Nneka was mourning in black. He didn't offer condolences, he pointed at the door. "Nneka, pack your bags." This is our tradition. It is clear. The property belongs to the father's lineage. You are just a wife. You came with nothing, you leave with nothing. Nneka couldn't believe it. "I built this house," she whispered. Tunde laughed. He held up a piece of paper, a fake will. "My brother left everything to me, the caretaker of the family. Get out before I call the police." I want to pause the story here. This is happening in families across Africa right now. Look at Nneka. She suffered to build the wealth. Look at Tunde. He contributed nothing but his last name. Yet, Tunde claims culture gives him the right to strip her naked. Here is my question to the jury. Does tradition overrule justice? If a wife builds the house with her own money, should the husband's brother have any claim to it? Tell me in the comments. #Team Nneka, the wife owns it. Or #Team Tradition, the brother is right. I will be reading your verdicts. Tunde won, so he thought. He kicked Nneka out. She went to stay in a small BQ with her sister. Tunde moved into the master bedroom. He slept in his dead brother's bed. He wore his dead brother's Rolex. He put the for sale sign on the gate. He wanted cash fast. But the house rejected him. The first night, Tunde woke up freezing cold. The AC was off, but he could see his breath in the air. He went to the mirror. Behind him, in the reflection, he saw a shadow that looked exactly like Big Joe. But the shadow had no eyes, only anger. Then the documents. Every time Tunde tried to sign the sale papers for the land, the pen would explode. Ink would bleed across the page like black blood. The buyers would get scared and run away. This house has bad vibes, they said. Tunde ignored it. Superstition, he said. I am the owner now. He didn't know that you can steal a house, but you cannot steal the peace inside it. The day of the burial. Tunde insisted on a quick funeral. He wanted Joe in the ground so he could sell the assets without guilt. It was raining hard at Ikeja cemetery. Only a few people came. Nneka stood far back, crying silently under a black umbrella. Tunde stood at the edge of the grave. He felt powerful. He tapped the pocket of his agbada. The original land documents were there. He wanted to bury Joe and bury the secret of the theft with him. Tunde spoke. Rest in peace, brother. I will take care of everything. He smirked. That was the trigger. The ground shook. Not an earthquake, a localized vibration, just under Tunde's feet. The mud in the grave began to swirl like a blender. A hand shot out. It wasn't Joe's hand. It was a construct of the stolen papers. Paper folded into the shape of bones, sharp as knives. It wrapped around Tunde's ankle. He screamed, "Let me go!" But the grip was tighter than a handcuff. The earth opened its mouth. Tunde clawed at the grass. He looked at Nneka. "Help me, Nneka. Call him off." Nneka didn't move. She just stared. The wind blew her umbrella away, revealing her face. She wasn't crying anymore. She was watching justice. Tunde slipped waist deep into the mud, then chest deep. He tried to raise the stolen documents above his head to save them, but the paper hand snatched them back. With one final wet slap, the earth swallowed Uncle Tunde whole. He was gone, buried in the same plot he tried to steal. The police dug for 3 days. They found the coffin of Big Joe. They found a land document resting peacefully on top of it. But they never found Tunde. It was as if he never existed. Nneka moved back into the mansion. She runs the logistics company now. And they say, on quiet nights, she sleeps very soundly in the master bedroom. They say the dead cannot fight. But I ask you today, if someone tried to steal your children's inheritance, would you stay quiet in the grave? Yes or no? Be careful what you take, because some inheritances come with a curse.